Hey everyone, today is a really fun video that I've been planning for quite some time. Today's video is sponsored by Avara, who you've heard me talk about many times over the years. And I love Avara because it gives you the opportunity to shop small, shop a boutique, but you do not have to live where the store is located to do so. So they have a very big online presence. They are actually physically located in Dallas, and they do have a boutique there if you ever happen to be in the Dallas area. But today we're going to shop together online, which is my favorite. I like to pretend that we're all kind of hanging out together somewhere. And what's even more exciting is that they've reactivated my discount code. So my code is GOLD15, and that gives you 15% off your purchase. Now, when I put the information on the screen as I'm doing the try-on part, I'm gonna put the full price, and down in the description box, I'll put both prices so you could see what you could potentially save per piece. So before we get any further, if you are new here, I will list everything down in the description box where it says show more in the order in which I talk about it. Every outfit will be numbered and there will be a corresponding number up on the screen. I also pin that whole description box to the top of the comments, and I like to pop up a QR code, which if you scan with your phone, will take you to my blog, which has everything listed just like it does down in the description box. First thing I'm going to show you is actually not numbered. It's just these sunglasses that you've probably been seeing for the last month or so, and I got them from Avara. They've been my go-to sunglasses ever since I got them. I love this cool tone brown color on the frames, but if you prefer black, they also come in black, really reasonably priced. I love a big oversized pair of sunglasses. I believe these are called the Drama Queen pair, right up my alley. On to the actual outfits. Outfit number one features this fun spring or even summer sweater. What I love about this is it's a looser knit, so it's not heavy. I wore it today, it's in the 80s, but it has these great little details, like the stripes are very reminiscent of more of a preppy kind of style, but then you add in these fun knit little layered ruffles here on the sleeves. It's a little more feminine, a little more flirty. It's gonna look good with so many things. I paired it with a pair of jeans you've seen over and over and over. These are a favorite from Avara. They are restocked for spring. It's a beautiful dark wash, nice straight leg, a little bit of a crop, raw hem, so if you need it shorter, you just take a scissors to it. If you don't love navy, this also comes in a hot pink and white stripe. And then just to kind of extend the preppy look from the stripes, I decided to go with these mules, kind of the pointed toe loafer mules. They have a little bit of a preppier style, but more for spring, summer. So instead of seeing them in suede, we're seeing them in what almost looks like a natural fiber raffia type look. Really comfortable. I would say everything you're seeing runs true to size. And while I love pairing it with a pair of dark wash jeans, I think this would look great with regular denim, more of a lighter wash, white jeans, any kind of pants. You can make this a little dressier with just a pair of dress slacks, pair of joggers, lots of options. It's a really versatile piece. And I do want to point out, I think you saw me raising my arms in the try-on part, it is regular bra friendly. Before we move on to outfit number two and all the rest of them, I do want to stress there does seem to be a misconception about Avara that these are Avara brand clothing, that they are the manufacturer of these clothes. A better way to look at Avara is what it truly is. It's boutique. They gather clothes from different sources, different brands. So each piece is gonna run sizing a little bit differently depending on who the manufacturer is. So I feel like it's my job to point out sizing details and things like that so that you can make the best educated guess on what will fit you the best way. And for that, I've also included at the top of the description box my personal measurements that I think are more effective than sharing my weight, because that doesn't tell you how things are distributed. So that can help you figure out, based on my measurements, what the sizing would be for you. Outfit number two brings me to one of my favorite brands that is carried at Avara, THML, and they are known for their embroidery. So here we're seeing it in a really big statement way with those big white flowers, basically daisies, on the sleeves. But then you also see some nice stitching across the top and down the middle of the actual bodice, just some really nice detail. This is a rayon tencel blend, so really lightweight, really flowy. It does not give, it's not stretchy like a cotton blend. So if you're not sure, generally THML runs a little bit larger. So I often size down one, but if you are not sure where you line up, I would say get your true size. I think this looks fantastic with white jeans, and I love these white jeans. These are from Cut From The Cloth. And if you're familiar with that brand, they also run big and they're very stretchy. Even though these are white jeans and white jeans tend to run small, these do not. So I sized down one in this as well. well. I love this top with white jeans or any kind of white pants, but it's also gonna look great with all the washes of denim. Another one that you could dress up with a dressier pair of pants or trousers, pull out some linen pants, just a lot of versatility. I love that these tops are beautiful statement pieces that can be worn very casually, or you can swap out what you're wearing with it and get some more wear out of any of them. I do want to comment on the wedge kind of sandals, if you will. They are very easy to walk around in. There is a little bit of a cutout for the heel, so it's not just a straight block wedge, which I feel with that cutout makes it easier to walk around. So I just wanted to point that out. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the added height. I am technically 5'3 3/4", so anywhere I can get a little extra height and it's easy to walk around in, I am a fan. This next top is for all of you who dislike the front tuck or a side tuck. You don't have to do any of this because the top comes with the ruching up one side, not so much that you're gonna see skin, especially if you pair them with something like these high-waisted wide leg jeans. I'll get to those in a minute, but it's just a subtle ruching that gives a little bit of an asymmetrical hemline on the bottom of the shirt. It's a really fine gauge knit, so it's kind of like a summer weight sweater. I love that it's sleeveless, it is regular bra friendly, and this color is beautiful for spring. And it will look really nicely layered under a blazer, a cardigan, a denim jacket if you're not ready to bare the arms now or ever. I don't even know what's spring, summer anymore. It's not supposed to, I think it's 90 in Dallas already. Like, what is happening? We're not even in March. So maybe it is February friendly the way things are going. Now let's talk about the jeans. Wide leg jeans are very popular right now. I like this lighter wash color. I like the raw hem. This is the same brand as the dark wash jeans that I shared with you. So really soft, really stretchy, very forgiving. So again, if you're in between sizes, I recommend sizing down one. This next top is really fun because you can wear it 3 ways to flatter all kinds of body types and your own personal taste that day. So I'm showing it to you first, just the way it comes out of the package. It's a baby doll style. It has the smocking across the front and then it's very flowy. So if you're very self-conscious about your belly or your lower belly, this obviously hides all that. It kind of floats all over the body and it's super comfortable. And especially if things are going the way they're starting out, it's gonna get a lot hotter. This is a great way to wear it. You could pair it with shorts or maybe even more of a skinnier leg, like slimmer leg jean if you want a little less volume in the legs. I do want to point out before I get to the next way to wear it, I love this color combination. The chartreuse and the light blue, gorgeous. Okay, another way to wear it is to just tuck it in. Tuck it all the way in, blouse it out a little bit at the waist, and no one would ever know this is a baby doll top. So you have a little more form-fitting, but it's still very comfortable. It's not skin tight. That's my preferred way. I think I'm gonna wear it. And the third way, I didn't get a chance to actually film it, but if you just take a thin belt and put it around your waist or just at the top of your pant line, then it'll give you more of a peplum shape to it. Just a little bit of a fit and flare there at the hip line. It'll emphasize an hourglass shape. It's a versatile piece. It gives you a lot of options in one little package. And I'm wearing it with the same jeans that you saw with the sleeveless ruched sweater. This is the last of the tops and jeans combinations that I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna move on to skirts and dresses. But before we do that, let's talk about this top. If you like this print, keep on watching because I have this in a dress later on in this video. This is another one from the brand THML, and like all the other ones, there's embroidery happening, but this one is a lot more subtle. I feel like this is such a wearable top. I think it looks great with light wash denim, dark denim, white denim. It's basically neutral. You can pair it with all the things. It is also not going to stretch. There's no give to it. So I'm a 32 double D / 34D. I do need to point out these are not homegrown, and I have been made aware that if yours are, they may take up more room than mine. So if you have a very large chest, you may want to size up one. Look at the website. I've linked everything, each individual piece to its own product page because they go really into depth. The model that's wearing it, lots of sizing information. There's a few little tabs on each page to click about all the things. So the people at Avara go through a lot of work to give you as much information as you can about the pieces, which I really appreciate. But I love the details on this one. There's some really nice subtle texture happening as well. And it's not super, super long. It's long enough to tuck in or do a little bit of a front tuck. But if you wanted to wear it untucked, it hits at a really nice spot too. I do want to talk about the jeans really quickly. The patch front pocket style, very big this year. Most retailers are having a hard time keeping this style in stock. So I'm glad that this just launched. This particular brand that's carried at Avara runs huge, and these jeans have a lot of stretch to them, which does make them extremely comfortable. But every time I order this brand, I size down a full size smaller than what I really am. So that's what I would recommend that you do as well. Now let's talk about a skirt and a whole bunch of spring dresses. I have to admit, this is my favorite part. So first let's talk about this skirt. It is stunning. I feel like this is the most sophisticated maxi skirt I've seen in a really long time. It has a side zip. I love the pleats on the front. It gives it a nice shape, but it's not going to flare out when you spin around. I just want to let you know, I feel like I should be like on a Greek island or a super yacht or somewhere really cool and not just standing in my foyer, but there I am. I decided to pair it with a black top. This is one I've talked about in a recent Amazon haul. It looks like it's a bodysuit because it's that similar material and it has the double line fabric, so it hides all the things and is very smoothing, but it's just a t-shirt and it comes in so many colors. So I highly recommend picking this one up if you like the look of a bodysuit, but you don't like the bottom feel of it, if you know what I'm talking about. I decided to go with black to emphasize more of that graphic detail that's going on the skirt, but there's so many colors and things going on. You can pick almost anything and you will not mess this up. This dress that I'm sharing with you, you have seen before if you follow me on Instagram, and I feel like I shared this in maybe a roundup of stuff I shared on Instagram earlier in the month, but I love this dress. This one's called the Libby dress, and I am getting a little more comfortable with wearing shorter dresses, but I will admit that I am a lot more comfortable if it's a shorter dress with longer sleeves. I just feel a little less exposed. This dress is fully lined. It comes with pockets. It comes in the pink that I'm wearing, and it comes in a blue as well. Just a little tip, it's not earth-shattering, but if you like to wear shorter dresses but you feel a little exposed, one, I could link some bike shorts if you want to wear those underneath, but also stick with flats. It makes the dress feel a little bit longer than if you're walking around in a platform or a wedge espadrille. I love these flats. I think they're super pretty, and it might be hard to see in the video, but there's tiny little gold threads running through the dress, so it's really pretty. And even though the sleeves are longer, the material is really lightweight, so you can definitely wear this through the spring into the summer. Sticking with shorter dresses with long sleeves, this one is really unique. I love the print. To me, it's like a ticking print, the blue and white. So it's very classic in the print, but then they go a little farther, and the smocking right here on the lower arm to the almost like the flared cuff, it's unexpected. I like the flat V-neck sort of notch color. It just lays flat. It's very lightweight. It's very flowy. It is not form-fitting at all. Some of you will love that. Some of you will hate that. I have lots of options, by the way, as we go through all of this. So I feel like I have found a piece for everyone's tastes here. I decided to try a heel, a taller shoe with this. Definitely you could pair these, I think, with white sneakers would look really cute. You could belt it to get it a little more form-fitting, but it does run big. I would not recommend sizing down just because you want to keep the length. This dress is specifically for all my San Antonio girls who are getting ready to celebrate Fiesta. This one is also from THML. You see those beautiful big Fiesta bright flowers on the sleeves. If you're not familiar with Fiesta, it's basically San Antonio's version of Mardi Gras. It's just a big, I don't even know how long it is. It varies from 10 days to 3 weeks. I think it's closer to 10 days now. And we have parades. It's not as rowdy as Mardi Gras. It's typical for people to wear bright colors, the Fiesta colors, and this dress has them in the sleeves. What's atypical for Fiesta type wear is usually the whole outfit is very colorful, and sometimes you want to tone it down a little bit. So I love that this dress has a lot happening on the sleeves, but the actual body of the dress is, I wouldn't say it's sedate, but it's calming. It's beautiful. It has pockets. It's a looser fit, but it's not a shift style. It has tiers to it. I absolutely love this dress. Can you wear this dress if you don't live in San Antonio and you're not celebrating Fiesta? Of course you can. It's just a beautiful spring summer dress, but I did want to highlight it for those of you that are watching from San Antonio. And if you are, let me know if this is something you would wear to a Fiesta event. So this next dress, the print might look familiar because I actually have a top with the exact same print that I shared last summer. Now we have it in a dress. It's such a beautiful print and fabric, and it might be hard to see the detail, but not only are all these beautiful tiny flowers that aren't pastel, they're almost like faded brights, but it's on an eyelet fabric. So you have some really pretty texture, some really pretty little print thing happening. I want to let you know that it is fully lined. It has pockets. It does zip up the back. I didn't realize this until I took the dress off during the try-on, that there's a tiny little hidden snap on the opening there. So if you wanted a little more coverage on the chest, you will get it. There's a tiny little hidden snap. This one, I would say, does not go by vanity sizing. It does have smocking and elastic around the waist. It fit me just fine. It's just snug. So if you're not sure, or if your body type is built more straight up and down, I would recommend going a size up in this dress. And if you feel like it's a little short and it's got the short sleeves, or maybe you're just cold, I do want to recommend this puff sleeve jacket. They've carried it before and it's sold out, and they brought it back for spring. And what I love about it is I've seen this on other retailers' websites for $200 or $300, and this one is under $100. And the puff sleeves are very subtle. I mean, they're not even as statement as this. So it gives a little bit more interest to you than your basic denim jacket, but it's not over the top. Like I said earlier, I have this in a top, and now you're seeing it in the dress. And I have to tell you, if there is one silhouette I have pretty much avoided my entire life, it was the shift dress. I was just told that is not a flattering shape on hourglass figures. I like it. I've never really worn it. I've maybe worn a couple in my lifetime. I felt really, really comfortable in this dress. I like all the details. It goes over the head. I like basically like their epaulettes on the sleeves, on the shoulders. Really cute little extra detail. I think this is a great dress for all the spring, specifically daytime events, church, Easter, Passover, Mother's Day brunches, showers that you may have coming up, wedding showers, baby showers. It's just a really pretty, nice, conservative, relatively speaking, because it's a little shorter dress. I think you could wear it to work if you pair it with the right shoes, maybe some kitten heels, so you're not, you're keeping that length down. But I love, it's like a classic version of something that Jackie O would wear. So how could you hate that? I think it is beautiful. The first thing that I noticed about this next dress is the color, this beautiful lilac color. It's just beautiful. And how many times am I gonna say beautiful? Maybe a few more. I like all the tiers. If you know me, you know I'm a sucker for the tiered maxi dress silhouette. So I had to get this one. This one does run big, and if you can, I would recommend sizing down one in this brand. It has no pockets, but what it does have is a drawstring waist, which helps with the sizing. So it's a little more forgiving. You can make it looser or smaller depending on what you need. In full transparency, somehow I forgot to steam this one. I was well into the try-on and I just wanted to keep going. So I did not steam this, but imagine it would look even better if I got all of the wrinkles out of it. It's really comfortable. Again, another great piece to wear for all the spring events, specifically I would say daytime events or more casual events in the evening. And it screams spring, but it's not covered in florals either. It's just all about all those little different seaming details, slight little ruffles, and that gorgeous lilac color. This next dress, in my head, I'm thinking florals for spring, groundbreaking. But this is a little different. Normally when we see florals for spring, it's pastels, it's very feminine, if not a little bit girly, and it's pretty and it's sweet. And I like that, clearly. I mean, I've shown some of those pieces, but this one is a little more of a grown-up, stronger version of a floral print. It's not on a white or a cream or a pastel background. The base of this dress is navy, and the large abstract flowers, first of all, they're abstract and they're bold and the colors are bold, and I absolutely love this as an option for a spring dress. I love the smocking detail on it. I will be honest, as I always am, don't love the tie at the neckline. If you've watched earlier videos of mine, I usually cut those off. I did want to point out though that unlike most dresses that come with a tie, I do like it tied shut. I actually like how it looks that way. I'm not really clear on why these ties are super long. Like they come down to the middle of my thigh. So I'm not going to cut them off, but I am going to cut them. My idea is I'm going to put the dress back on, I'll tie the bow the way I like it, and then I'll cut wherever it ends, maybe right around here, and then just tie a little knot at each end so it doesn't fray. So I would recommend keeping the tie on because it does look good closed and open, but I do feel like they need a little bit of a trim. Now this next dress takes the abstract print to another level, and it comes in two colors. The one you're seeing is the mostly green option, and they're selling out of some of the sizes. And then there's kind of like the flip side of it that's more mostly pink with a little green, and that one seems a little more well stocked. I love this dress, but you need to know some things about it. So from the front, other than the fact that it's a very abstract, really big print, which is fun. I love all the greens. I love the brightness of this. It's very modest. You know, the neckline goes all the way up. I love sort of the ruching across the neckline right here. It's a really pretty detail. It's fully lined. It doesn't have pockets. When you get to the back, and I'll insert some footage also from Instagram stories where I had a better view of the neckline. It buttons at the top of the neck in the back like that. And then there's a cutout across like the upper back. And I think it just generally depends depends on the bra that you choose to wear with it. You could definitely go the strapless bra route, and then you don't have to worry about your bra showing at all. I'm wearing my regular bra, as you're gonna see. What didn't get fully covered was some of the straps towards like my shoulder blades. So I just wanna point that out because it might not be obvious from the website that there is a cutout in the back, but I like that cutout. I don't love cutouts, you know, on the sides where you have love handles on the lower torso. Like, why they do that to us, I don't understand. But this is a fun way to add a cutout that I think no matter how old you are or what your body is like, you may really enjoy it. And I also want to point out that if you swap out the shoes for maybe a gold strappy sandal, this would be a great spring wedding dress, wedding guest dress, I should emphasize. And I know a lot of you have been asking for some wedding guest dress recommendations, and that is coming sometime in March. Now this dress for me feels like a more elegant version of a caftan because it does run really big. I am wearing it in the smallest size. So if you have the option to size down another one, I would recommend it. So it's very loose fitting, feels like a house dress, like a caftan, but it's a lot more elegant. So if you want to lounge around the house in something, this one is beautiful. I love this print, this bright pink with sort of the big leaf detail. I think it's just a really cool outfit. And I love that it's, as a dress, it's a one and done. You've got your whole outfit on. Even if you're just lounging around the house, when the UPS man rings the doorbell and you open the door wearing that, you're gonna feel a lot more put together than if you roll up in your PJs, which is oftentimes what I'm wearing when that happens. So I would much rather wear this. Also, as we're moving into hotter months, which seems to be happening sooner than later, the fact that this isn't skin tight will be much appreciated, especially if you're also living somewhere where it's super humid. And of course, there's definitely room to belt this. I didn't do it today, but definitely reach for a belt. I'll link a few of my favorites, like the stretchy ones that are just, they just adjust to any waist size. I'll put those down in the description box to give you some options. So you can definitely belt it if you want a little less volume and a little more definition around the waist. And we are gonna end with my absolute favorite dress from the entire haul. And oddly, I picked it because of the color, but thought, I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll give it a try. I love this. First of all, imagine I am not standing in front of my staircase. Imagine I have my hair pulled back into a really cool, sleek low pony and my roots have been done. I've got big gold statement earrings on, some gold strappy sandals with heels. It's a really elegant, really cool piece. And it's just not something that I expected to love. Let me break down what I love about it. First of all, the color. It's absolutely stunning. I love this bright turquoise. It's a mixed media, which I love. It looks like it's two pieces. It's a one piece, it's a dress. The top is a really fine gauge, very lightweight knit. It is not body conscious at all. It just lightly skims, sort of goes along, not even really touching, just kind of hovering along the silhouette. So it's roomy enough. You don't need to get shapewear under it. It is regular bra friendly. And then the pleats, I don't know why I'm doing this, but the pleats are so pretty. It's like a satin silk fabric, but it's not super shiny. And sure, you could dress it down. I'm thinking a denim jacket right now, if it's still cool where you are, or even a denim shirt or chambray shirt and tied at the waist and some white sneakers or just low slides. Totally different look, but I can also see throwing this in a suitcase if you have a summer wedding to go to, and it's suddenly a lot more elegant depending on the bag you choose to carry and the shoes that you're wearing, and of course how you accessorize it. Well, that is my full Avara haul. There were a lot of fun things. I hope that you found a few things that you like. Let me know what stood out to you. Don't forget about the discount code. That is the most important. 15% off your purchase with code GOLD15. If I've skipped over something and I didn't answer a question, please make sure you let me know down in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Avara, for sponsoring today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.